Castle Lake. It's like I'm walking out the middle of the lake. It's like ice below and snow, and you go, whoa. And this waterfall, and the silence. And I'm looking at Mount Shasta over there. How to tap into your spiritual power. How to tap into your spiritual power. I just could share from what I've experienced, what I know, and I've learned. You first of all have to get fed up with what's going on. How you've been, how you feel, what's going on, what to give your power to, what your mind is, all of this. And you start seeking ways to escape, more vacations, just sit on the beach and just veg, because it's almost like you just can't relax all the time because it's the tension. See, what I noticed is that when you're in your spiritual power, you don't need a vacation. You're on vacation all the time. And then you begin to notice how good you feel. And then you get back into whatever it is that was doing. You put on the mask, you get all ready for it, you get out there. Something just doesn't feel right. And then, you start reading something. It's like my first book, What You Think of Me is None of My Business. You can still get that. It's wonderful. Wonderful for young people, everybody, because this is still the big deal. If we give our power to others, we want them to like us. And because that meant they won't hurt us. Let's see. And that's because of the number one problem is to misidentify yourself as that physical body. You have a spiritual body that doesn't have bones and blood and all that sort of thing, and beautiful in every way. I've seen mine. I know it's yours. I know you have yours too. See, you have these windows, that open you to that spiritual power, the flow, the divine. And then you take classes, you read. Then as you read, you start to feel better. I remember starting to go to the church, that worked for me, the spiritual center, given my nature and my calling, however. And it was in metaphysics. And I would feel so good there. And I'd swear that I'm going to go home and I'm going to really love that guy. I'm going to just be peaceful no matter what it takes. Boy, I just couldn't do it because you can't do it for somebody else. Miserable people, they're miserable and they make themselves miserable, yet they blame everybody else. And that's what people do, because when we misidentify ourselves as this physical body, then our lives are only about maintaining this physical body with the neglect of the self, the soul. And then with that lack inside, then we pursue all different kinds of ways, whether it's alcohol or this or that, to try and ease the pain, the fear, the anxiety, the mind, and not even knowing what it is. So getting into then the science of mind, that was really cool, to begin to understand basic metaphysics. And and there's unity, and there's, there were so many wonderful out there. And the teachings, and yet I'm a rootist, I call that. I want to know, where did you get your knowledge, and where did you get your knowledge, and where did you get your knowledge? So I go and always come to the Vedas. Veda meaning knowledge, but from so much of the great teachings from India. And so then that took me on all these journeys and studying and learning and more and applying all the time. And we tap into that spiritual zone that's always there. It's a bliss zone, I call it. There's that state. That's the state of not thinking. That's the state of just being in yourself as bliss. That's what that is. But there's more. You're not just bliss. There's love, and love has no opposite. In this world, it's like and dislike. It's really like and hate, attraction and rejection. In Sanskrit, that's called rag and vesh. So I learned the philosophy and the teaching, the basic Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, learning here and great teachers and studying with my teacher is, Haridas Shastriji, Maharaj Babaji. They call all old men in India are called Babaji. So just, that's just a nickname. It's just and what is a nickname? So anyway, and the meditations and the reading and the realization, the application of it, you see, by not just having the feeling, but also having the philosophy behind and understanding and knowing how you function and who you are. So that divine spiritual state is there available always. And if you feel separate, who's moved? Okay. So we come back and listen. In the now. Do what it takes to keep you centered and strong in yourself, the God within, the divine, your beloved partner, best friend.